Some people believe that INFJs are too picky, and it is true that this personality sometimes has strict standards. Because of their perfectionistic, idealistic character, INFJs may be tempted to wait for a perfect partner or relationship that may not exist. The good news is that INFJ's idealism, when matched with just the right amount of realism, can actually improve their love life. If you want to make your relationship work, one of the most crucial things you can do is try to understand your INFJ love interest. They are one of the most uncommon personality types, and they frequently feel misunderstood and alone. Showing them that this will not happen with you will instantly connect you to the heart of an INFJ. Today I'm talking about 9 things you should know before dating an INFJ and what to expect from being in an INFJ relationship. Even though every INFJ personality is different, be sure to watch until the end of this video so you can understand your INFJ love interest even better, or understand yourself better if you are an INFJ. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Starting things off for me today is that INFJs take relationships very seriously. While some INFJs do enjoy one-night stands or casual partnerships, the majority prefer long-term relationships. If you're not willing to take the relationship seriously, they need to know right away so they can decide whether or not to continue with you. Most INFJs know how to be alone, and they'd rather remain single than commit to a relationship that will just add stress and anxiety to their life. They also have a vision for how they want their life to unfold, and they will enter a relationship trying to figure out how you fit into that vision. Next up, in number 8, is INFJs need to feel safe and accepted. This is crucial for INFJs. If you are not a safe person for them to be around, they will either not enter into a relationship with you at all, or will want to get out of it. INFJs need to know you will not dismiss them. They don't expect you to totally comprehend all of their nuances, intricacies, and idiosyncrasies, but they do need to know that you will accept and even appreciate them. An INFJ needs to know you're interested in getting to know their true self and that you won't run away when they start opening up. Also, they usually have strong ideals and are looking for someone who shares them. INFJs are open to other people's differences, but the closer you get to them, the more closely they want you to align with their core values. Number 7 on my list today is INFJs want to be listened to and seen. INFJs find it difficult to open up to others. Most of them have met far too many people with whom they do not feel comfortable opening up in the first place, or they've been rejected too many times by people they thought were trustworthy. So if an INFJ starts talking to you, you should listen. Don't belittle their fears, anxieties, and concerns, and don't interrupt them frequently. If they don't feel heard, they'll stop attempting to let you in, and this relationship will come to an end. INFJs will also express themselves non-verbally. Just because they aren't talking doesn't mean they aren't communicating with you. Feel free to ask questions if you don't understand something, or to double check that you do. But don't assume that just because they're not talking means nothing is going on in their heads. The number 6 thing you should know before dating an INFJ is to ask your INFJ to talk to you. INFJs operate entirely within their heads. That is where they process all of the incoming information and observations. They may neglect to involve you in their inner world until you ask about it. Furthermore, because INFJs dislike conflict, there's a considerable possibility they won't tell you something you don't want to hear. It's true, many INFJs will let you walk all over them and cross their soft limits. You know, the things they'd rather not have people do but don't consider worth the emotional toll of an argument, until you cross a hard barrier. Things they will not give up for anything. When you pass one of those limits, they'll snap and inform you not only about that boundary, but also about others you've crossed previously. INFJs are aware that this is unhealthy. However, until they feel safe with you, they will be hesitant to share anything with you. You can help by directly asking them whether they're okay with something or what they want in a particular situation. That encourages them that it's okay and good to tell you. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation and hit that like button. That signals to YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. Kicking off my top 5 is prepare to dive deep. Deep, meaningful conversations are an important component of how INFJs bond with others. If you don't do it for them, they won't believe they can have a true relationship with you. They'll want to discuss everything. This includes your relationship, yes, but it's so much more. The inner world is more real to INFJs than the outer world, and they have a lot of thoughts going through their heads. Furthermore, the more secure they feel with you, the more they'll share. Don't assume that because they've had one discussion about a subject, you've heard all of their ideas on the topic. Next up, at number 4, is INFJs communicate over time. This is one of the most crucial things to understand while communicating with an INFJ. When they engage about anything, they may only reveal approximately 10% of their opinions on the subject. It's not because they're trying to keep information from you, it's because that's all the energy they had at the time. INFJs are long-term thinkers who are continuously building patterns. They'll be thinking about it and sorting through options for weeks or months. So don't be shocked if they keep returning to key topics and want to continue exploring and developing ideas as well as their own feelings. If you really want a thorough, well-thought-out answer all at once, give them time to write it down. Many INFJs prefer to communicate in writing, even with those closest to them. Starting my top 3 things you need to know before dating an INFJ is don't play games with an INFJ. INFJs leave relationships for a variety of reasons, including deception and manipulation. They're already planning to leave if they think you're not being sincere. It will be quite tough to regain their trust if they discover you are purposely deceiving them. If an INFJ discovers you weren't truly committed to the relationship, they will feel betrayed. They will walk if you try to control them. As a general rule, simply be honest and open with them, especially if it's something you know will upset them. INFJs would rather hear a painful reality than discover you were snaring them in a seductive deception. Be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think of these as an INFJ, or what your thoughts and experiences are with being in a relationship with an INFJ. I'm really curious to hear your stories. In the runner-up spot is be considerate of others. INFJs are acutely aware of how you make others feel. They can't be around someone who constantly makes everyone around them feel uncomfortable. It will have an impact on how they feel about you, since they regard it as a part of a pattern for forecasting your future behavior. INFJs are monitoring you to see if you're safe, and they assume that if you've mistreated, bullied, or dismissed someone else, you'll eventually do the same to them. INFJs dislike rudeness, pushing over someone's no, gossiping about others, and purposely humiliating someone in public. Topping my list at number 1 today is INFJs will ask why you chose them. Some INFJs may be concerned that this topic may make them appear insecure and needy, but they will either ask other questions that they hope will answer it, or they will come right out and ask you why you like them. This is due to a number of things. INFJs may be concerned that you like them for the wrong reasons, that you've misread them in some way and fallen for a stereotype of them rather than who they truly are. They may have had so much rejection in the past that they don't understand why you desire them while others don't. Whatever the reason for their concern, an INFJ is searching for an answer that demonstrates you've given this some thought, that you're serious about your connection, and that you actually understand them. People with the INFJ personality type long for an emotional and even spiritual connection with their partner. They value not only the act of being in a relationship, but also the experience of becoming one with another person in mind, body, and soul. One often overlooked reason INFJs can find it challenging to be in relationships is the way others actually perceive them and all of the misconceptions about INFJs. This of course isn't really their fault, and this video right here will shed a bright light on the really unusual ways other people actually perceive an INFJ, and how you can use it to your advantage.